I'm an autistic mystic. I channel the Earth's energy to receive messages for humanity, for myself, for my family, for all of us. I don't know if you've noticed, but energetically, the world is little right now. So, I just want to give you some wisdom from, this is bothering me where this is. Hang on. To give you some wisdom from an autistic person. This is like my brain is literally, the light is bothering me because I was a photographer for 25 years. So if it doesn't look good, hey, Sabrina, thanks for joining. I just wanted to come on here this morning. I had a bit of a meltdown with my kid and lots of other things. So there's lots of energy running through me, lots of thoughts, lots of like, whoa, what's going on? I sat down at my computer and this lovely piece came back to me. And let me just show you how this works as an autistic person who lives in a spiral of their own work. I literally just told myself the answer to like why I'm not able to do this work right now. I'm sometimes the only person that can tell myself how to do these things. This is the magic of being autistic. No. So for anybody out there that thinks being autistic is lovely, and you're seeing all of these things from like the telepathy tapes, and you're seeing all these things of like, oh yeah, we've got, yes, it's a gift from who I don't know. My ancestors probably through their genes. I don't know. Anyway, no matter how this happened, I literally talk to myself through my own artwork because I can't figure out how to get what's in here out of my brain. So then I channel stuff, record it, and then I actually see shit in this now that I didn't see before. And when I go back to the original video and listen to my wisdom, there's all the answers in it, even though I wasn't looking for these answers then. Does that make sense? So I, as an autistic, so look, this is what I'm going to be doing here. Let me just flip you around so we can show. These are my journals. These are only my journals from the last, I don't even want to say, that's maybe my journals from the last 5 years. These journals save my life and also record my wisdom for myself. So if there are people out there that are like, how do you come up with all these ideas, Emma? How do you like contain all of this information? How do you, hang on. Oh, it says, today, my son who is autistic asked me what autism is, and I explained as much as I could. I want to bring Nathan. That would be great. Listen, autism is hard, and all of autism is different. The fact that I've just figured out that I've literally been recording my own memories and wisdom for myself this whole entire time so I could sit down and write a book when I'm 50 is a little bit crazy. I have videos and videos and videos and videos of me with all of the information explaining all of these things in different ways for a decade. It's all about receipts. This is one of the things that you're probably going to start to hear a lot more is bring your receipts. So like also, yes, this is a lovely tidy pile of my journals because yesterday I had to clean my office. But unfortunately, that means I now have this pile. And all the piles from before that I have to organize, I am doing the best with what I have. And I think that's really what I want to be on here to talk about. Like, being autistic is not easy. I'm an autistic mystic, which sounds fun. It sounds exciting. It sounds like, oh, I wish I could live in the woods and talk to the animals and then convey that to the rest of the world so they could survive the eventual collapse of humanity. That is what my body has been preparing for my entire life. And I know it in my bones. So like it's and small bone, right? And today when I kind of like watched my own video back and I was like, I was actually posting the clips because I'm like, this is really good shit, Emma. And then I was like, wait a second. What was the question you asked yourself today? And it's the exact question. So I'm struggling in my life to find a routine and a ritual that really works for us as a family, having an autistic husband, having an autistic son, being autistic myself, and using the medications that are available and my own traditional medicine to create a balance where nobody has figured this out before. So there is no, and there are some autistic elders out there doing this, but they are not on social media. They are not tech savvy. Because I'm the first generation that was. So, like, it's funny because a lot of my pain was shoulder pain for the longest time. And I get it now. Because we were carrying so much for the rest of the world. And as soon as I put down that responsibility of bringing everybody with me and having to show this perfect presence all the time, because that's what we were taught to do. And when I finally put that down and realized I know how to help people, like I really do know how to help people. It's like sharing my words, and like I did this with mediumship. This is how I invited everybody into the woo. I was the mistress of woo. Oh, for fuck's sakes, Odie, what do you have? That's why none of this is ever child friendly. What do you have? What is that? Oh. Anyway, I did say to my rescue, I'm ready for chaos. I love chaos. I'm bringing hectate to everything I do, just so you know. Where was I? I need to start showing up the way I showed up for people with the woo. Thank you. That's it. Don't forget the magic you've got. One step at a time. That's right, Sabrina. Holy shit. And this is why it was always so important for me to share, because Sabrina is now giving me the wisdom that I once gave her. And that is why community, thank you, Sabrina, is so important, because even our elders need support. I'm an autistic parent. parenting an autistic kid, it's rough. And I don't want to sugarcoat it. And a lot of the time I do, show the positive stuff of my autism, and I do try to put forward this like, yay, everything is going to be great, because I know these days come in waves. And I know that I'm feeling this today because I'm altering my meds, because I'm struggling with communication, all of these things. But I will always show up and share it, because Sabrina, I'm sure you're gonna need me when your kid is 14 and you're going through the ringer, and I'll be sitting there go, oh, I remember when. But guess what? We have to have started those connections like a decade ago. Guys, you need to be creating your community for your family before your family starts. You need to be creating that community for your community before the community even exists. Thank you, Sabrina. I appreciate it so much. And we have to show up for each other, because some days all of us are going to feel dysregulated and all of us are not going to feel good, and we just need a shoulder to cry on. So, the question from the snake from January was, why are we not able to harness all of this energy in a way that suits us? And the answer has always been, you're running away from the wisdom, right? Like the sword and the snake's mouth. I always go the wrong way. And the snake's mouth is where the wisdom is. The pain, where I'm sitting right now, this is painful. Well, what is causing this pain? What can I change? What can I realign so this doesn't happen again? So I don't have to feel overwhelmed, that it can just be a little blip instead of a really big blip. And I can't even really, I can tell you why this went into such a downward spiral today. Because it was when my little autistic brain gets really happy and says, look, I've created space for myself. Look, I've organized my space, and I'm going to show up. I've got my coffee, I've got my hydration ready, and I'm prepared to sit down and do the things. But my life isn't ready for it. So I've made space, but my life isn't ready for it yet. That's the hard part in autism. And then you just got to take some deep breaths. And you just got to make sure you got people like Sabrina around you, or my other friends that show up on the regular and say, hey, Emma, you do have your shit together most days. Don't worry about it. That is what we need. So whether you're showing up here, whether you're showing up in the Grove physically, whether, we're doing anything, we are a community. And like today, Sabrina showed me that she's committed. It's reciprocity. I've shown up for Sabrina when she was at her rawest around my campfire. That is what I do. I can hold you through the most painful parts of your life because I've done it over and over and over again. I've got a spiritual callus. I've got this like little place that I can hold you because I know how to hold people. I know how to hold myself. Even though the tears are flowing, I figured out a plan so this doesn't happen tomorrow. So maybe in a couple days from now, it will be better. But this is what we need to be doing. Instead of wasting our energy in the void and just screaming, make sure that yourself and others are benefiting from the wisdom. Make sure that your wisdom isn't being lost. Everybody thinks that their story has nothing to like give anybody else. But all I really needed to hear today, and I've heard it from 3 places now, so I'm starting to feel a bit better, is we've got you. I know you. I see you. I witness you. And when I experience that as an autistic person, I go, okay, no matter what shows up, what I experienced was real. I shared my emotions. I got some feedback. Now I can move on. That is how our brains kind of need to go through this. We need to have a soft space to fall. I am a soft space for lots of people, but sometimes I need a soft space. And when I can't find the space that I need, I make it. And honestly, that is how I've ever ended up. Hey, another mentally ill person. Well, we're not mentally ill. We're just reacting to the environment that we are trying to survive in. It's our nervous system saying, like, hey, well, that's an interesting comment, which I'm not going to reflect on here today. But we all need soft spaces. And yes, sometimes we get hurt in those soft spaces. And I hope that there are other people there to make us feel safe. And that's not always possible. It's why I'm a 50-year-old creating a soft space, because there were never any soft spaces made for me. So, he would be totally welcome in my soft space, but unfortunately, that's not a possibility anymore. So, I'm just going to talk about the soft spaces that I am creating and feeling out and in control of, because I can't control other people's soft spaces. I can only control mine. And my soft space is right here. Thank you. Talk to you soon too, Sabrina. That was fantastic. Thank you for showing up. I really appreciate you. This is the piece. We have to show up for each other in community, even when it's not necessarily comfortable. Or when, like, I don't always have time to do these things. I definitely don't have time now because my dog is chewing up a bunch of stuff. I should probably go check on him. Move your energy. That's what I was, you ever eating anchovies with, I have eaten an anchovy. I don't like them. Oh, jeez. Do you just need to bring me, my dog needs to bring me tissue paper. That's lovely. I was talking about seeing messages for myself in my artwork, and I think I've completed that thought. So, thanks so much for showing up, even though my live got a little bit sidetracked with my emotions. I'm going to leave it because this was still good. I shared, I healed, I showed you what it's like to be in community and have people show up, right? So, I love that people have now retracted their jerky messages, because that's the way community is. I show up for you, you show up for me. And this is my version of showing up for my community, because right now I don't have a lot of extra. So bye for now, wildlings. Go be wild, go be free, go live divergently, do what makes your heart sing, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody, right? Okay. Bye, wildlings.